Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, shit.
It's our echo.
Turn down.
We get that sometime. There we go. How's it going, you guys?
Good.
Everything's going great.
Having a
I'm
good
doing
night?
great.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight we're very, very excited because we have a new special guest. We have Joey from Ghosting Joey. Welcome.
Hi. Hi. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. So how are you guys doing? Nye and Curly.
I'm doing
Doing
good.
good.
Good, yeah?
Yeah. Just tired.
You're tired because you had to work
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. And I have to go to work
No
tomorrow
work
morning.
today.
I have to work the whole weekend.
Oh. Curly, are you off this weekend?
Yes, I am. But I'm
That's
still
cool.
tired.
Yeah. Show off.
I'm always tired. Doesn't matter if I work or not.
Did you go out today?
No, I stay home all day. I actually slept. I overslept. I woke up at like 2 p.m. today.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, that's cool. That's all right. And we were going to go out today, but we ended up not doing it because it's too hot out again.
Yeah, I was gonna go see the Orphan First Kill movie, but then I saw that I could like watch it online for free.
Mm.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Was it good?
Yeah, I liked it. It has mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it. I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Was it
Okay.
as good as the first movie or
No,
no?
but it was
Okay.
good.
Okay. Joey, have you seen that? Seen about it?
No, I'm waiting for it to be free too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
That's-
too. Yeah, I was hopeful too. I saw, ooh, Paramount Plus has it, yay! And there was like, oh, you gotta rent it. Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll
The only
wait.
Gotta
movie
rent it. Sure. Gotta rent it, right?
For sure. Okay, we've got some people in the chat already. Hey, Mr. Dan, how's it going?
Then,
Hi.
Hey, Terrence.
hey, Terrence.
Hey, Mama Bear Storm.
Hey, Mama
Hi.
Bear Storm.
That's Karen.
Hi, Karen. My name's Karen too.
Karen.
I mean, not Karen. I mean, Carrie. What's wrong with me?
Oh,
I told
sorry,
y'all I
Carrie.
messed up
Oh,
today. That's
I was just saying, Karens are everywhere. Apparently not.
Karen.
Nye. You're crazy.
Oh.
You're tired. You're tired.
Who isn't?
Oh man.
Hey, Glowing Ghost Paranormal.
Oh,
Hi,
That's
Michael.
your friend.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. Okay, so yeah, why don't you, Joey, tell us a bit about your YouTube channel and what you do?
Well, my YouTube channel basically is I paranormal investigate anytime I can, and I try to search for the truth and portray the truth on my channel and get as much evidence as possible. So
Very cool. What was I going to say? So I saw that you did a collab with Amy's Crypt.
yes, I did.
How did that happen?
We have been talking for a long time on and off, for the last year, and we
Right.
just got super close, and she was like, I'm gonna come to North Carolina, why don't you come do a collab or whatever? And I was like, that's great, and wonderful people. I love them both.
Yeah, it's a great show. I love that show too.
Yeah.
As that, what other YouTuber ghost hunters do you follow?
Oh goodness.
Do you watch? Like, who's inspired you to do what you're doing?
I was inspired by my sister, like back in 2011.
Right.
That's when I started. I don't really watch a lot of ghost people on TV.
Right.
I honestly, mostly my friends I'll watch that I'm friends with, but I was inspired by my sister because she started doing this long before it was like a YouTube thing. And
Right.
so I started doing it, and I was like, you know what? I want to know the truth about, do ghosts exist or not? You know, I don't want to assume. So later on, I went through like crisis, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go paranormal investigating and see it for myself, you
Right.
know, because you know, TV shows don't entirely portray the truth.
Yeah.
It's more about drama and stuff, and I get that. It's a entertainment business. And you know, my friends like Amy's Crypt, Glowing Ghost Paranormal, and a few others, those are the people I really follow. I don't follow any major celebrity.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So your sister started up, I imagine, at a time where there wasn't as much equipment and stuff to use, and she went
Yes.
out. How, like, what's that like? Because I know there's a lot of stuff now. Is it expensive buying all that stuff?
Oh, it's super expensive. Like some of their ghost equipments can be up to like $400.
Wow.
And like there's some really cool equipment that I would say, yeah, it's good to buy, but I wouldn't say all of it. Back then it was so much easier on like a, you know, a little tape recorder, and you
Yeah.
could just use that, and a little camera or whatever, but very simple stuff. It was very fun back then.
Can you still do that? You can still go out real simple like that with a recorder and try to document things, or?
You can, but if you want to do like YouTube or something, it's best to give variety, because people want to watch variety. They don't want you to usually do things that, you know, are simple.
Right. So do you use like an actual spirit box, or do you just have apps that you use, or how does that work? Because I've seen some of the gadgets can be a little fancier.
Yes. I use the spirit box, the SB7. I'm actually going to invest in the newer one.
Okay.
And I do think you can use some apps. You know, at first for a long time I was like, I don't think apps work or anything, but as I've like learned to use them and at certain places, I was like, well, you know, being a paranormal investigator is about trying everything and investigating in every way. So I do consider some apps, but most of the time I use the SB7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Doc Griffin. I assume these are all your friends, hey?
Hi.
I know him too. I know
Do
him too. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad everybody's here to watch. That's very cool. Makes it more fun for sure.
Yeah.
So do you think, like, say the Necrophonic app, not that I'm calling out the Necrophonic app or anything, but do you think some of them are a little bit like, yeah, not so legit or genuine? Or no, do they work too?
You know, surprisingly, I tried the Necrophonic app actually with Glowing Ghost Paranormal, and when Kyla was investigating, she's taken a bit of a different direction now, but she was there and we got some interesting evidence, and it felt like it's a possibility that it works, you know, but I can't tell you 100% because it's kind of up to interpretation to every person, you know. I think the Necrophonic app is interesting to use for sure. I would consider using it, but it's not like my go-to app.
Right. Okay. Second question, because we brought this up last weekend in the live stream. People want to know about the Ouija board. How do you feel about using a Ouija board?
I
had mixed people opinions last week.
I will use the Ouija board anytime.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of it because I think it's a tool like anything else. I think it's about intention. And to me, I think the Ouija board is fine, but I know a lot of people won't step near it, won't own one. I have like two. I have two of them.
Bam. See, I found somebody.
Oh, my lights just
Wait a
flickered.
minute.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm
last week we were talking about Sarah. She was on and she talked about Native American, burial grounds. And she no sooner did she say that, and my lights flickered on and off. I thought that was really weird.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Yeah, it was strange.
Oh.
My daughter's part First Nations on her dad's side, so it's kind of a thing. We have like a spirit drum and that kind of thing. So it was probably just a coincidence, but it was
Wait.
interesting anyway.
Back
Yeah.
to that necrophonic app you was talking about. You have to pay for that? It's not
Yeah.
free?
What?
Yes. Yes.
It's not very
Wow.
expensive though.
No,
Yes.
I'm paying to talk to no ghost. I thought it was free. I was about to use it right here on the
There's
street.
there's probably free apps as well though, aren't there?
Amy Script has her app, and she has the Ghost Tube Vox, and it's pretty interesting as well. I'll use that on investigations occasionally.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, those are the only two that I will say that I've gotten some interesting evidence from. Oh, goodness.
Is that true? Kidding. Okay. So my next question I should ask is, like, I know paranormal is completely separate from demons and all that kind of thing. It's a different thing. One is more about spirituality, and the other is about ghosts.
Yes.
So what are your belief systems on demons?
I don't really like. Do I believe you can get negative energy? Yes. Do I believe in demons that can possess you? Not so far, no. So far, no.
Right. But you're
Yeah.
just like with all of it, you're kind of open
Yeah,
to the idea.
Yeah, if something were to happen, I would straight away be like, okay, maybe there's something to this. I just go on experience, and
Right.
so far, it's not something I really believe in, but I honestly, if it were true, I wish something, I know this sounds probably like crazy to some people, but I wish something would happen so I could understand it more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to a place where you felt really heavy negative energy then?
Yes. Yes.
So
And
what do you liken that to then? Like just bad people that died that are being idiots on the
Yeah.
other side? Yeah.
yeah, that's how I interpret it, because I think, there's good and bad people, and a lot of bad people actually on this earth, but
Right.
who's to say you can't experience that in the afterlife? I have no idea, but yes, I've definitely experienced at least one thing that was negative.
Mama Bear saying, have you seen the Ghost Tube app that works like an ovulus?
Yes. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty awesome what they've created, and especially because it's free, and a lot of people can't afford like the equipment that we see today because it's so expensive. So I think it's a great opportunity for people who are interested.
What's ovulus, by the way? What is that?
Yeah, what's ovulus?
The ovulus is like something like this little thing that has a display screen, and it has a dictionary, and apparently the energy of ghost is supposed to like bring up whichever word that they want to say. So basically it'll just like a random word will pop up, like door, and they'll say it out loud. So it's just random words like that. I'm not a huge fan of the ovulus because I've never had really concrete answers with it, but I've definitely had some interesting ones with the ghost tube. So I don't know. I think it's definitely, preference.
Doc Griffin says Ouija boards are still owned and produced by Hasbro. Never trust spirituality from a toy maker.
Right? That's why
Yeah.
I can't take
Sorry.
those seriously. Like, people made it.
And what about voice boxes?
Voice boxes. Like, voice boxes? Like, I've never used one. The only box I've used is the Spirit box.
What's that app called that where you can see the little stick figures where spirits are?
SLS.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really cool. Look it up.
I haven't
Nye.
heard of that.
It's
Google
very
it. It's fun.
yes.
Stick figures.
Yeah, it registers like a. I don't know exactly how it works, but it registers like a face and a shape. Like it'll screen you if you're looking through it, but then there might be other spirits that are in the room at the same time that you can see. Have you used that device?
I've used that device, and you have to be really careful how to use it, because you can't have anything where it'll like, you know,
Like a
get
photograph?
there or something. Like, you need a hallway probably that has nothing in the middle of it.
Okay.
I've used it a few times, but so far I haven't caught any evidence on it. But I would be excited to. I still will use it, you know, just to like try out different things.
Right. And also, oh, one more comment. GhostTube SLS is neat to use. Oh yeah, you guys can. That one's free too, right? To download the app.
Yeah.
You can try it out.
Hmm.
You should. You don't put it against your dolls though.
So what
Crowley.
is that?
Yeah,
These
those
are
don't
the-
pop up.
Probably would put it against my dolls. What is that?
It's called the GhostTube SLS, and I'm
Okay.
sure there's one that's free to download.
Let's see.
Terrence is saying, can you describe any ghosts that you have seen? Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What are some, like maybe a really cool standout memory from doing a ghost hunt that you can remember?
I haven't seen any apparitions really, but I have seen like a shadow figure at one point, and I saw like this really tall, like dark shadow figure, and it looked about 7 foot beside me, but it was only for like a glance. And I remember, like, it's actually on film. I jumped and I was like, oh my God. I was like about to lose my breath, because I was like, this is freaky. It was in a dark basement, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack here. Like, I'm scared now.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like ghosts though, I would say. I wish.
Do you have that clip on one of your videos or no?
Yes. It's the last McIntyre Villa
Okay.
and video that I did, which you know, I may be going to soon. So again, yes. With
So
blowing
you were,
up.
oh, sorry, go ahead. You were telling me before that you travel around to these places too, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go check stuff out, and that it can be very costly because you don't know what you're going to get when you go.
Well, you have to think about it. If you're not staying at the, you know, haunted location, you have to get, you know, rooms at hotels,
Right.
and then you pay for the flights usually, which is usually like a round trip. So
Right.
and then the haunted place itself is, the minimum I've seen is about $350 around that area, but it can go up to, I believe, like 1,200 sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah, Mama Bear saying, "Yay, McIntyre Villa is awesome."
it is. It's a wonderful place. One of my favorites.
Yeah. Is it like a historical kind of place or?
I mean, kinda, but not really. Like, it's not like Waverly Hills or anything. It just has a little bit of history and stuff. Just about a family, and there were like 9 deaths that happened there, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah. It's one of the scariest places I've been to, and that's why I love it so much, because it's actually convinced me more that, you know, ghosts may be real, you know?
Right. When you're on location and you're filming with night vision, are you literally in darkness waiting for things to happen?
Yeah,
Wow, that would freak me out.
yeah, we did that in the Sally house basement.
You were in the Sally house. Okay, that'll be my next question. You go ahead.
Yeah, so
Oh.
my friends and I were at the Sally house and we were in the basement. We were filming with night vision. Couldn't see anything. It's super freaky to me when I can't see anything.
Right.
And we heard scratches in the corner, and that made my friend Kyla run into me because it was terrifying.
Scary.
Yes. And I mean, we asked all the craziest questions. Michael was asking, like, can you scratch one of us? Because we wanted to know if it would actually do it. We're that, crazy, I would say, that we're like, would you try this so we can figure out if something's here or not,
Yeah. Did they scratch you?
No,
Thank
no,
goodness.
no. Um, I, I mean, Michael volunteered, so I was fine with whatever he wanted to do. But myself, I was like, maybe I'll pass on that, but I'll watch.
Right. Yeah, I just watched a newer episode of the Paranormal Files
Yes.
with Colin, and I was like right into it. It was an episode where he had Bishop James Long there. I can't remember what they were doing an investigation, and then so then I started watching, and then I clicked back to when he went to the Sally house, and it was really really quite something. Like there are so many people that won't even go to that house because
Yeah.
there's so much activity there. That's crazy. You're
Yeah.
brave.
Well, you would think, but sometimes I am really freaked out at these locations and I will be running and I will be like, okay, I don't know if I can handle this.
Right.
But I'll come back and I'll finish the investigation. It depends on the day. Like, after you do this a while, I don't feel as scared as I used to. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you hate the dark.
Yeah, if I can't see anything, it's such a scary experience for me personally.
Yeah. Hey, Queen.
Hi.
She's very into this stuff too.
Love
She
it.
has a YouTube channel. She does Halloween content and movie reviews, and she's very into the supernatural. So,
Awesome.
Doc Griffin says Ohio is filled with a lot of haunts. Check out Chris Woodward's Haunted Ohio series. She's a true scholar of haunted places. Cool. I will do that for sure.
I love that.
Is that true? You leave everyone in the dust.
Put you on the
Yeah.
spot there.
Yeah. I mean, but look, they would too. It's a mutual thing. Like if something's that bad, we're all gonna run, and we know to run. So we're on the same page.
Myself, I would be more scared after the fact when I was thinking about it or going over the footage. That's what would freak me out, I think.
Yeah.
When I
Yes.
was all alone.
Sometimes it is creepy going over the footage for sure because there's things that you might have not heard when you were there. And then like there's also that confirmation that you heard a disembodied voice and then you're like, "Oh my god, like that actually happened. We have, proof of that."
Right. The Sally House, so what did it cost to go there? Did you guys stay for the night or did you just go for a daytime kind of thing or evening thing?
We arrived there in the afternoon, so it was daytime, but so we stayed until like I think like 1 or 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I don't normally spend the night at these houses because like the hotel just feels much better for me.
Yeah.
I like to sleep in peace, and I would say it was about, I think it's $300 if I'm not mistaken. It's around the $300 to $400 mark. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so cool that I think it'd be so fun to go there and just to see it and try it. Did anything kind of follow you back, or did you feel anything weird after you went, or no?
When I was there, I felt something weird, but afterwards, no, I don't typically. It's not very common for me to feel like something followed me back. When I was there, when I did the dowsing rods, I do believe something had tapped the end of the dowsing rods when I was asking questions.
Right.
And my friend actually has it on film, and it felt like something like electric going through my arm on the dowsing rod that it touched, and that freaked me out a little bit. It was in Sally's room. I didn't feel threatened, but it was a weird experience that I'll never forget for sure.
Right. Do you think that place is like there was a kid that died there, or do you believe that it's just some kind of weird energy place that has always had bad stuff there? Dark stuff there.
You see, the only like information that's legit that I've read up about, this could be updated by now, was that there was a doctor, but there's no history of a child being there. So
Right.
based on that, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It would be interesting if we heard that, because I would totally believe it based on the responses I got.
Right.
But you never know. I hope they find out if there was one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Terrence is asking, do people still have, okay, is this going to be a joke, Terrence? All right. Do people still have ectoplasm come out of their mouths during seances, or is it that an
God.
Edwardian age thing? This is Terrence. This is Terrence.
I don't believe anything nowadays when it comes to like camera footage. Like, I mean, if I know them really well, but like when I see pictures and stuff, I can't believe it at all, because
Right.
you know, there's so much Photoshop. I can't tell you. It could be, could not. I haven't had that experience. That's all I can base it on.
Right. Is a seance something that you guys do too? Or
Um,
not?
we have tried them, but it's not like a common thing. It's just to like, you know, if we feel like there's no activity and we're really trying for something hard and we're like, okay, let's get this party started. Let's try whatever we can to get it active.
Right.
I've maybe a couple of times, but it's not a common thing, no.
Right. Okay. All right. Oop. Chat just jumped. One sec. Doc Griffin saying, Ghost Hunters really left me with a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to supernatural shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're fun to watch if you're not like serious about ghost hunting. I feel
Yeah.
like it's easier to watch when you're just a viewer and you don't do it. Like from my perspective, it's become a bit of a disappointment. I don't, you know, I'm not going to say like they're the worst people or whatever if they fake evidence or whatever. But I can't watch them anymore personally, just based on my own experiences. And I'm like, okay, but you know, sometimes they're entertaining, and I like entertainment.
Yeah. I think it's like that with anything. It's that way in the horror community. It's like that with vlogging. It's like that with anything. You always have some people that'll kind of kick it up a notch for some ratings and some views, you know, and then some that don't. What I love best about it, because I don't do it,
Yeah.
is just learning about the history behind places and things. I find that fascinating. I just love learning about that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, do I believe? I'd like to think there's stuff out there afterwards. Do I have proof? No, you know, like, so I'm open to stuff and interested. But yeah, I totally get that. People being kind of over the top. Like, I'm not going to mention names, but there's one channel I'm thinking of in particular, like, oh my God, you know, I feel dizzy. Oh, you know, and it's like, yeah, okay.
I
Sure
was
you
watching
do.
that. I used to watch videos where they open do what is it called? The Dubok box or
The
whatever.
box, yeah.
Yeah, and they so over the top with those. They're like, bro, oh my God, I heard something crash behind me.
Yeah.
Something moved. Oh my God. Like it's so fake. You can tell it's so fake.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. There's definitely word out there that they made up the Dybbuk box, so it's
I
very
don't think the box itself is made up, but all those videos about it certainly are.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, totally. But like I say, like that with everything, you got movie reviewers that don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time, and they make channels and stuff. And then you have
Hey, I
people
feel
that are
personally
legit. So
attacked by this, Karen. Are you trying to say something to me?
no, I'm just saying there are fakes anywhere in life.
So it's actually inspired me to want to like do a horror skit. With I've actually talked to Michael about this. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of like just like doing the regular thing. I said we should do a horror skit and make it real
You
scary.
should. Yeah, you should. Go for it.
That would
Yeah,
be fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, let's get back to here. Uh, oh, Ice Lord. Hey, Wes. Oh,
Hey, Wes.
Hi.
how's it going, Wes? Doc Griffin says, I like those crappy Dybbuk box vids. It's good for laughs. Yeah, it's
It's
entertaining.
entertaining.
Wes says, it's hard to capture a paranormal experience on camera or video, but the experience always stays with you.
Yes. Yeah, I can agree with that because sometimes I'll miss something that's really fascinating, and then other times I'll like it's always good to keep the camera rolling if you're looking for evidence. Like keep it rolling as much as you can and have lots of batteries because that's the only way you're going to like likely catch something.
Right. What sort of camera do you use? Do you have a good quality camera to use or?
I use a Canon G7X. Yeah. It's a
Okay.
decent camera. It's not like, the top ones that most YouTubers use, but it's a good one. Basic camera, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So editing, we always talk about editing with our channels because we do movie reviews and that's a huge, huge thing. How is it for you to have to go through hours and hours of footage?
It's not. It depends on the mood. Like if I felt really excited about the investigation and I felt like I got a lot of cool stuff, I'm super excited to go through it. It's exciting. And like especially like if the group I went with, like we had major experiences that were like, whoa, what was that? It's
Right.
fun to look over the footage in that sense. But if I felt nothing happened, it's always still surprising if I get, a clip of something that I was like, oh, I didn't see that.
Right. We took a tour of the Mansfield Correctional Facility before Shawshank was filmed there. That place definitely has a creepy vibe.
I've never been there, but I would like to, for sure.
A lot
Imagine it
of
was so a creepy vibe.
what kinds of places do you like going to the most?
I like Victorian houses type of vibe or like a castle type of vibe. I would say like out of all of the ones that I've been to, I would say between the McIntyre Villa and Waverly Hills and Trans-Allegheny Lunatic
Right.
Asylum, I think those are my favorite types of places, which is like huge areas, and also like Victorian vibes just like give such a spooky ambiance. So I love it. Yeah.
Right. Do you like abandoned kind of places better or places that are rented out kind of thing?
I would love I mean, I used to do a lot of abandoned back in the day. But because it's so risky these days and dangerous occasionally, I would s-
Right.
I would say rented out places because I don't feel like I'm about to get arrested.
Yeah, that's a big thing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke into a lunatic asylum in
Oh,
Columbia, South
cool.
Carolina, and I probably shouldn't have. There was somebody waiting in the front, and I just snuck in through the fence in the back. And the place is very worn down, but I was like, it has so much history. I wanted to see it, and
Right.
I did it, and I probably won't do it again.
Right. Well, how does
Mm.
it work too? If you do something like that and then you show footage of it, you could get nailed for it too, right? Or
So far, it's still on my channel, and they haven't
good.
nailed me yet. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Some of the hazards people don't think about when you go do these investigations too.
yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, I
Mm.
bet. Sanitariums and prisons are great places for the creeps.
Mhm.
Makes
Mm,
sense.
I definitely like those type of places. I love places with a lot of history just because like I want to understand it more, and you know, I mean they weren't wonderful places at all, but I really like to teach a little bit about history if it has like some significant meaning, and like spreading awareness and stuff. I think that's another thing I would like to do with my channel too when it comes to paranormal investigating. I think talking about history and being like, yeah, change for the better kind of situation. Yeah.
Right. That's
Mm.
cool. I find that really interesting too. You get into true crime type of stuff too?
Yes, but I'm also like kind of hesitant around true crime as well. Like if I do true crime, I definitely want to put the focus on helping, their families or like showing where they can sign a petition if they
Right.
have one, and just spreading awareness of like, dangerous things and stuff that
Mhm.
people don't normally think about. I think my biggest intention about that is, spreading awareness like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Um, do you think any well-known haunted places or places make up stories or fake their haunting? That's a good question.
Yes.
Mm.
And if I talk about it, I could get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
He asked that question for a reason, and I would say, yeah, it was a place, and I would never go back there again at all.
Right. I could see that people making up a history of something to book it, right?
Yeah.
To get people to stay at it.
Mm.
Yes,
Not that that's
absolutely.
good, but I could see that.
Yeah, yeah. It was very disappointing for me personally. Um, but like if people were going for like the fun of it and just wanted like to be scared, I would say yeah, like it's a wonderful place to go to. I think it's entertaining. But after I found out they were trying to trick myself and my friend, I was like,
Mm.
they think we're stupid.
Yeah. So
So yeah.
so do you like going to the more well-known places or would you prefer to just find random places that are a little bit off the path, people haven't really talked a lot about them?
I like off the path places
Yeah.
because like you're discovering more about them. That was like how the McIntyre Villa was at first for us because nobody had been there. It was open for like a year, and it was kind of like nobody really talked about it. And
Right.
after we went, it started to become well known like a year or two later, like maybe a year later. And
Right.
I would say it's much more fun to discover places than like people who have hyped up places, because you go in with this expectation of like, oh, this is the scariest place, this happened, that happened, and then you're like expecting something cool to happen, and then when nothing happens, you're like, oh. So it's much better with the, you know, nowhere places. Yeah.
Right. Where do you want to go next?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say, I would like to go to some overseas things, like in England. You know, there's a lot of castles, a lot of like spooky stuff that way.
Right.
Like Chillingham Castle, but that probably won't happen anytime soon. But if I was like in America, I would say I'd probably want to go. I don't know, probably some prison, like, or something, just to like, because I haven't been to a prison yet.
Right.
So wait, no, that's wrong. I went to Eastern State Penitentiary. Just kidding. Whoops. But I want more of those because it's not one that it's common that I've done. So yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay, Terrence is changing the subject a little. He says, "What movie do you think gets ghost hunting right?" Is that a hard question?
Yeah, I would say. Well, I don't like movie like
Give her 3 choices, Terrence.
yeah, give me a few choices.
Give her a multiple choice.
Oh,
Okay, we'll see what he says.
somebody in the comments said Ghost Dad. Definitely that one. Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
I really, one paranormal movie that I really, well, that was based on paranormal, I really liked The Sixth Sense a lot. I thought that was really good. I wouldn't say it was like 100% like that, but I think it's the same vibe, you know, like, yeah, really.
Right.
I think that's probably more so. Yeah, maybe. Not everything, obviously, but I like that a lot.
Oh, okay. Terrence is saying The Haunting, Poltergeist, The Others.
I would say The Others more out of all those. Yeah, The Others.
Definitely.
And he's asking, have you ever stayed at the famous Stanley Hotel?
No, but that's a goal of mine. I've been talking about doing that for a long time.
Our friend, mutual friend, DeRay from Rainbow Fright, she just went there and stayed actually not that long ago too. It looked really beautiful. Such a beautiful place.
Yeah, Colorado, it's gorgeous over there.
Yeah.
I bet it was wonderful. Yeah.
Are you allowed to do ghost hunting there? I heard something that they were kind of stopping people from doing that. Or am I wrong?
Well, in the rooms you can. I think they're probably talking about like outside the rooms, likely, because if you're in your room and you're like pretty quiet most of the time, they're not gonna say anything.
Right.
But it is good to like not use a spirit box in hotel rooms unless you're doing the Estes method, because
Right.
that's a little quieter. And I understand because it's a business. You can't like disturb the guest and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. I'm
It's
here
a date. We're waiting for it. We'll wait for your video.
Yay.
Stir of Echoes. What did you think of Stir of Echoes and The
I
Exorcist?
didn't see Stir of Echoes. Maybe that makes
Oh.
me a bad paranormal investigator.
It's free on Tubi.
Same.
Yeah.
I have Tubi, so I'll watch
Yep.
it.
Yeah, you have to.
I will for sure. The Exorcist.
Oh.
No, no, no. And I feel like The Exorcist was like such a, you know, that generation's scary movie. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Exactly.
we're so desensitized to things and we're like laughing at it now. But back then, I think it was much better for that generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Queen said she would love to stay there one day too, the Stanley Hotel.
We should all go and just have
Yeah, it should be fun. Girls'
Yeah.
night out.
yes.
Let's bring
Yeah.
some drinks. Let's bring some movies. Just bring some food and just chill out there.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
margaritas.
Wes says, it seems like ghosts and spirits avoid me for whatever reason, but I actually believe in their existence as much as I am a skeptic.
Wow.
Mm,
Oh,
Appreciate it.
they don't like me either. They don't want none of this.
I think, you know, for a long time I was very skeptic. I mean, I'm still a skeptic, but I didn't believe in anything for a while. And I was like, you know what? Let's see what they have. If it's here, like, try something. I'm here. I'll listen. And I opened myself up to it and just like try to keep myself in that space of like being open to it. And it did happen. Like, more things did start to happen. So I would definitely try to be a little more open, but it's not like the movies, and it'll never be like the movies as far as from my experience. So yeah.
how did your sister get into it in the first place?
She had a friend that did it quite often, and she would start to go. There was like a local haunt in the area.
Right.
She would go, and it was free actually, because we had like friends. It was this restaurant and everybody was friends, so we could go whenever. And
Right.
started going like that. Like, it was just convenience and knowing people, really. We also, like, when we were younger, we did like the typical like teenager thing where you just go to graveyards and you just hang out and you just stay in the spooky area and scare yourself kind of situation.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
a typical teenager thing. Damn, I missed out on some fun when I was a teenager.
I mean, I was also very much homeschooled, so I didn't have a lot of friends in a public school. So that's what the weird kids did. we went to like,
The
all
weird cool
Shit.
kids.
I envy you. I was a weird kid, but all I did was stay at home and watch movies.
That's
Aw,
what I did. That's what I did.
well,
Same thing.
I would have
I
invited.
wanted to. I um. I always wanted to spend the night at a graveyard when I was a teenager. That's when I was a teenager. Like right now, I don't think so. It's too dangerous and illegal.
Well, I think a lot of cemeteries now are locked up at night too, because young people have done so much damage in them
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
smash things and stuff.
Yeah.
They go there, get drunk and do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Now
have a
it's
really
like it's dangerous to stay there, not because of the ghost, but because of like the people that hang around.
Yeah.
people, yeah. Which actually, that's kind of a thing, right? When you go out doing these ghost hunts, like outside, you have to worry about that too. Hey, like crazy people coming in, like attacking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just watched your clown video too. Sorry.
Yeah.
yes, yes. Speaking of that,
Like
yes.
clowns. Like clowns. You know.
So like back at the Sally house, we did have people try to come up and open, like try to like knock on the door and get in, you know. And
Wow.
we were like, we're not answering that. We don't know their intentions, you know. And I understand because a lot of people want to see it and stuff, but
Right.
you really have to be careful, especially I even thought about like Twitch streaming live ghost hunts at one point, but then I'm like, people are so dangerous that you never know if somebody's gonna like call, like, I don't know, a SWAT team on you just because they think it's funny. and they
Yeah.
do that a lot more with Twitch streamers nowadays. So you have to
Wow.
be careful with that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Queen saying, I walked through a graveyard and I think I scared myself running into a flashlight while nothing is chasing me.
It happens.
All done that, I think.
Been there, done that. Yep.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
As kids, we'd always sneak into closed and abandoned places, and I'm not ashamed to admit I partied in a graveyard or two.
Sounds like fun.
I mean, I'm here for it,
Let's go.
Mm. Oh, I have a question for Joey.
Sure.
Yes, I do. Are you scared of haunted artifacts, items? Are you scared of them? Like, would you take Annabelle home like for a week? Just
I
for a
would
week.
I would because I'm not afraid of them at all. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but to most people, but I would take it home, yeah, in a heartbeat. I don't
Oh.
really get spooked out by those type of things, no.
Hmm. Wow.
Do you think a lot of
Okay.
that is kind of legit or fake?
I think a lot of it is fake. I think, life as we know, bad things happen all the time.
Right.
And I think sometimes our imagination can run wild with these things. Like, perhaps you bought something from a used consignment shop and you just have this item and you're like, oh, I love this, and then something bad happens in your life, and I think bad things happen all the time, and I think it's about how you are as a person rather than it's a haunted object. But I'm willing to be proven wrong, honestly. I would like to take Annabelle home.
So let's go. Let's have a party at the graveyard, girls' night with drinks, and we bring Annabelle with us.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
have
Yes.
you ever thought about going to the Warrens Museum or anything like that? Have you ever gone to anywhere like that?
I have. I would. I'd go there. Even if I think some of the things are not real, I would definitely go just for the experience and just to see for myself. I wanted to go a few years ago or whatever, but by the time I was able to go, I believe Lorraine Warren was passed recently and they did something with the museum differently.
Right.
And things changed and I just haven't been able to go there yet, but maybe
But
soon.
they say they were like these huge frauds, like they fabricated everything. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think they fabricated a lot. And that's not to say some experiences were, something they experienced it, but they definitely, I think, were a bit of a fraud, unfortunately.
Hollywood got a hold of it too, right? So
Yeah.
lots of
Yeah.
money making movie deals and
I mean,
whatnot. So
we know Hollywood embellished on whatever happened, but they say that they themselves were straight up frauds. Like they.
Unfortunately, yes, they did spread some interesting things, but I have to also give them props in the sense, this is where I'll give them props. They kind of normalized the paranormal in a sense because they made it a normal thing. and and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can appreciate the small things that they did. Maybe not admire everything, but there's certain things, yeah, I can appreciate.
hey, Trash Stash, how's it going?
Hey, trash that.
Would you wear a haunted dress? Or a dress that they say is haunted? Yes, I'm thinking about In Fabric, Curly.
And fabric, yes. I was thinking you was thinking that.
You need to see that movie, Joey. In Fabric.
I I
Haunted killer dress.
I will. Um, I as long as it wasn't like inappropriate for me to wear, in the sense of like something horrific happened in the dress, because I would feel really bad about doing something like that,
Yeah.
But if it was just haunted, hell yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to wear that particular dress then.
Oh God, what did you set me up for? This is unfair game.
Oh.
Well, what about some cursed shoes? The Korean movie, Red Shoes.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Now they're a
Oh.
little scarier, I feel like.
Oh, I can't breathe.
I'm willing to try anything because I feel like if I wasn't, as someone who investigates, then maybe I shouldn't investigate.
Oh.
Oh God. Y'all gonna make me put on some awful objects. I'm thinking I'm scared now. Y'all are laughing.
Do you watch these crazy movies like they do? Do you have a list? They're on a list.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
If they're suggested, I will. Like, if you give me a list, I will watch them
Oh,
eventually.
we got a list for you.
All right. I'll watch them.
It will not be the same afterwards, so I don't know.
Have you seen, what is it? The Interview?
The Interview.
Yeah.
No.
What with the the comedy movie?
No. I think it's called The Interview. No, it's another, it's a horror film. And it's scary. It's super scary, actually.
Okay, I'm googling it now. Interview the
Yeah.
horror movie because that sounds
What's it about?
different.
Yeah. We're gonna put it on the list.
You know what? I'll send you it because I'll find it for sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can't even.
I see the audition. I don't see the interview. What? The audition you meant. Of course we've seen
Audition?
that. Everybody here has seen that. Well, except Karen.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Like The Interview. Same
See,
thing.
I googled interview, the horror movie, and the audition popped up.
Oh.
That was the original name. Just
Yeah.
make stuff up. Just make stuff up. She'll never know.
Yeah.
It's the original
It was
name.
there. We've seen that.
Who saw that one first? Did you see that? And then DeRay did it?
No, I've seen that years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She gets everybody to watch that movie.
Yeah, I recommend it to everybody. I got Terrence to watch it. Terrence was like scared of watching it for the longest, but then he finally watched it. And he was like, "Oh shit, that's a good movie." I was
You'll
like, "Told you, you pussy." Yeah, the Ray reacted to it. She made that fun reaction video. BAQ says, "Don't Joey, don't listen to her." Take off that comment, Karen. Take it off. Don't listen to her.
Is that movie? Is that movie's the gross one with the barf, right?
There is barfing in it, sure.
That's all I need to know.
There's
Not a whole lot of barfing, but there is barfing.
There's a lot of interesting scenes in there that you're just not gonna be the same. So be prepared.
Right. It will change you, all right?
It will change you. You'll be like, at first you'll be like, I don't know where this movie is going, and then when it gets to like all the scenes of like chaos, you're like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's right.
Oh. At first you're like, oh, this is like a cute romantic comedy movie. Like,
Mhm.
oh, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm going random because they're talking about all kinds of twisted stuff in the chat, but I'll just do this one.
Mhm.
No,
Trash
Audition
Stash
brought
says,
that up.
"Are there? It did. Are there any movies about the demonic Denver airport?"
Well,
I don't think so.
About what?
I haven't heard of that.
There's a conspiracy theory about their airport, apparently. I haven't done a lot of research on it because I don't believe it, but apparently there's a conspiracy behind the Denver airport. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay, good to
Interesting.
know.
Oh.
Like this is what I'm dealing with here. This is the comments that are going through here. You know what they're talking
We have
about
to
anyway.
continue our show. No, I want to hear more about that conversation. Bring up them comments.
What? I don't know
Indeed, I
what
Let
tried
me
to
look at
give
my
you the short
phone. I gotta get into
story.
this.
I
don't
saw
know what
that
you're
Seth
talking
Rogen
about.
scared the
Yeah,
F
the
out of
audition
me.
with Seth Rogen and what's his name? Franco, James Franco.
Oh.
That movie was the interview. That's what I originally thought when she said the interview. I'm like, what? The comedy?
Terrence says it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, Terrence, we all know how much you love for women to take your shoes off. We know that. We all know that.
No, Wes is doing something nice. He said, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, everyone. Thank you,
Aw.
Yeah, hit the
Wes.
thumbs
Thank
up.
you, Wes. Also,
Thank you,
okay,
Wes.
because of that, Wes, I just want to say I've been seeing Wes doing some live streams and stuff on his channel. And Wes, you are killing it right now. You're doing such a good job. I can't wait to see more content from you. Just saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody go to I Am the Ice Lord and sub to his channel so you can check it out.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I'm getting back on track here.
Mhm. Oh, Joey, do you have a favorite true crime story?
Oh,
It
yeah.
better not be mine. It's
Yeah.
the
Yes.
it's the about the axe murders, and it doesn't make sense because I can't pronounce the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. It gets with a V. About that whole
Valeska?
family that got murdered
Yeah,
overnight. I'm fascinated by that. Oh, sure.
definitely fascinating. The Valeska axe murder house. I would say mine is Elisa Lamb. I think that's a fascinating one. I was obsessed because before it got mainstream, really, because I lived in LA shortly after that happened, and I knew my roommate had stayed in that hotel before.
Right.
And just like when I saw what was going on, like one of my friends showed me, hey, this happened like only like a few months ago. Like, isn't this insane? I'm like, yeah, this is insane. Like, I don't know what's going on. And so for that to like happen and me being in that area at that time, I did visit the Cecil, was the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
And it's just something that's like haunted me since that day. Yeah.
Yeah. Very strange story for sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a joke, but Joey, I don't know if you're familiar with me, but I have dark humor and I have a joke, but I'm afraid to say.
Well, you
Say it,
have
say it,
Say it. Say it.
say it, say it, say it.
go ahead. Go ahead. I don't get offended really. So
Drinking water. I wonder what did that water taste like when people were drinking it out of the faucet? Like when
oh
this water tastes funny. Why
yeah.
does it taste like that? What?
I honestly I wouldn't want to know. I know it tasted like garbage, but like I wouldn't want to know that taste. Like, regardless of what happened, we all know it was garbage water, but like very unfortunate situation. Um I'm I think my friend, yeah, my roommate at the time, I actually asked him, I was like, did you like shower there? Did you use the water there afterwards? Because it was like soon after it happened, and he was staying there. And he was like, yeah, I did. I was like, all right. I would not have.
That's just so weird. Like, why was she acting like that? The elevator. Like,
Yeah.
what was going on with her?
Well,
That's
with the documentary, they talk about like the, possibly medication type of situation, mental health type of situation.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't know how much I believe documentaries, because they usually have this angle that they're going into it with, and they make it a certain way. So it's kind of hard for me, unless, like, I haven't heard her parents be interviewed, or the girls that she was staying with originally when it happened. Like, she was supposedly staying with these girls in the beginning, and I never seen an interview from them. I
Right.
never interview from her parents. So for me, I'm like, how much can we trust like this hearsay talk? Like, I've never heard any of them talk.
And the hotel itself, some of the workers, it all seemed a little suspicious, like very weird, very strange
It's
circumstances,
Yeah.
Lots
yeah.
of unanswered questions, really, to
Wait, is
very
that the
strange.
story that everybody compared to the Japanese, the dark water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It was
Because
just
like it's a parallel there, how she died.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I I would say it's a possibility that it was like mental health for sure. But I also, like, there's this part of me that's like, I don't know if maybe it's just like me, just like being super curious, that also thinks maybe something else happened. It's a scary area. I mean,
Is
if you
it?
if you know downtown LA, like, I wouldn't be walking the streets alone. That's for sure. If it's
Right.
night. I've been there a couple times for sure, and yeah, it's not the best area, and there's a lot of deaths. I think they've said, like, since it's been open, hundreds of deaths have been there. So at that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you been to the hotel?
I haven't gone inside it, but I went outside it whenever it was closed,
Mm.
and I didn't get any strange vibes, but I'm sure if I went inside there, I mean, we all know like Richard Ramirez stayed there, ugh, and I'm sure I'd probably feel some kind of vibe if I walked in, but I was just on the street part, and yeah, it was just like, oh, they're remodeling, interesting, and then a few years later they film a documentary.
Yeah, very strange.
Yeah. It was a cool documentary though.
Yeah, it was. It answered some questions for me, but not all of them.
Yeah, Sam, my favorite part was when they kept comparing it to the Japanese movie, The Dark Water. It was
Yeah.
so creepy.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like that saying, life imitates art.
Yeah,
I
like
don't like
so
that.
creepy. Because the girl in that movie died in the exact same way. I know.
It's very strange because even if it was mental illness, like I wouldn't know to walk up to the top of a water tower and fall in. Like I wouldn't even know that was there. So that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really weird.
very
Yeah.
creepy.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it could happen.
Well, I honestly, like, it's a subject I'll dance around because I don't want to say anything, for people who have experienced her mental illness. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, because I don't know. I don't have it, so I try to be careful how I talk about it in that sense. But I definitely think she was a intelligent person, like very smart, because I remember looking up her Tumblr vlog before they like deleted it or changed things on it. I looked at her stuff and I was like, oh, this was not a unintelligent person. She was really smart. So for her to happen, I was just like, I don't know. It still like shocks me till this day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, her family's from out here too, I think, right? Vancouver?
Yes.
Yeah. Very weird.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, I'll go back a little bit. Sorry. Comments got away from us. The trash dash says the Denver airport is built on a burial ground, plus is full of satanic artifacts. They got a big demonic horse statue and paintings of satanic rituals in the hallways.
I haven't been to the Denver airport recently, so I definitely don't know.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fruit? Blueberry? Lamb was off her meds. She broke down and went insane. Which is the story.
Yeah.
And it very well could be, but there's just a lot of
It's just
unusual
creepy. Something
circumstances.
about the whole story. It's just creepy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure. I mean, I'm willing to believe anything, that's factual. And, I would be really curious to know what her parents think and the roommates that she had while staying there. I would like
Right.
to hear their story, but I also know that like it's probably very hard for them, especially because it's mainstream and they probably don't want to talk about it, and I respect that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, she was possessed by Pazuzu.
What?
God.
So we're just getting crazy comments.
That Pazuzu got into her. The real life exorcist right there.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah, she was she played with that Ouija board.
It seems like it. I mean, yeah, she definitely had some interesting way about her for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, that's the word to call it.
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't seen the whatever Japanese Dark Water. I've seen the one with Jennifer Connelly. I need to see the Japanese one.
Now you gotta see the Japanese
Oh.
version. It's much
I have
better.
seen that one. I have
Okay.
seen that one, in fact. Curly.
Yeah,
I'll
you
look
gotta
for it
see
tonight.
Yes, I should watch that one.
the original one. I didn't like the Jennifer Connelly one, and I like Jennifer Connelly. She's a great
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah,
But I
I
didn't like that
agree.
movie. The original Japanese one, it was so much creepier.
Yeah, I think you'd think
Okay.
that, Nye. You should watch it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Put it on
find
your
it
list.
tonight. When this goes up, I'm going to find it.
Catch up, guys.
Is it? It's. I forgot where I watched it. Is Is it on Tubi? It might be on Tubi.
Maybe, I'm not too for sure. I know I've seen both movies on DVD actually. I've bought both on DVD, like the original Japanese one and the Jennifer Connelly one, but
I feel like I might have even watched it on YouTube, Nye.
Okay.
it might have been on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it called the same
Ooh.
thing? What's it called, Curly?
It's called the same thing, The Dark Water.
Okay.
It's
What
based
year
on
did
a
it come
short
out?
story. Yeah, education for you guys. It's
Educate.
based on a short story by the Japanese writer Koji Suzuki, who also wrote the novel that had inspired the Ring movies. There you go.
Yeah, the first Ring movie was really good at the time. Yeah.
Mhm. What year did it come out? That'll help me.
2000 something, like in the early
Oh,
2000s. Let me
okay.
Google it and I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
Somewhere between the 90s and
Let
now.
me wait, give me a second. I'm working as hard as I can here. Okay, the
Uh,
original Japanese one came out in 2002. And it is on
okay.
Tubi TV, as a matter of fact. See?
Oh,
Okay.
It's on Tubi.
Good job. Yay.
It
I
must
I'm
be
should
going
have
to
a
on.
lot
watch it.
to be.
Mm-hmm.
I might
Tubi's the
watch it again.
best.
So,
Yeah, so it's on Tubi.
Mm.
what kinds of movies
Ah,
do you watch, Joey?
yeah.
I don't
Oh
watch
my
all weird movies
God.
like they do. I watch because they watch. I watch a lot of mainstream and all kinds of movies. So feel comfortable talking about whatever you like.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch anything, to be honest. I haven't watched a lot of recent horror movies unless somebody recommends it, because there's nothing like the 90s horror movies, and that's what I like to stick to. I like the old stuff.
Me
um,
too.
I
Me
like
too.
90s and early 2000s horror movies. It's just like a nostalgic era for me because I grew up on those.
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I'll watch anything just about, as long as it's like actually good and not cheesy.
Oh my
Mm.
God, somebody in the comments said, so Amber was possessed by a poop demon. Yeah, the one from Dogma. That's what it was.
Oh no, Dogma.
The
That
shit demon
movie.
from Dogma.
Oh.
Listen, Wes, I think I'm a bit weird for how much I like movies. Okay.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We're
No.
all
Movies are all
human.
friends.
You're in the
Mhm.
right community right now, Wes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
movies are great.
Man.
It's, you get to spend quality time with people and watch them, or if you're bored alone, you can watch them. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies are your friends. They will never leave you.
It's a lot of fun when other people talk about a movie though and get you all jazzed up about it to watch it. I think it makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless the movie is like really overrated. Everybody keeps talking about, oh my God, this movie's so great. And then you watch it and you're like,
That makes
yeah.
me mad. That makes me
That's why
so
I usually
mad.
wait on the new stuff unless I really, really, really want to see it. I hold
Yeah.
off. Like Orphan, even First Kill. I'm okay waiting for a little while to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
there's
too.
a newer one that I actually really liked.
Mhm.
It was called The Black Phone. It was pretty
Oh
good.
yeah,
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet.
You
I
should.
watched it.
It's good.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, like a lot of people would expect the guy with the mask to be in there more, but I think that he was in there just enough. Like it was creepy.
Yeah, I think it gave me enough like suspense and creep factor that I was fine with how it went. Like, I was actually expecting it to be horrible because I'm not impressed by a lot of new movies that they do nowadays. So I'm like, wow, this was actually decent to watch. It was really good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. It did kind of give me that what is it? The Stranger Things vibe, even though I've never even seen Stranger Things, but like because of the kids being the main characters and all that, and the movie being about those kids, it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah. You should watch Stranger Things. It's a great show.
Oh, I guess Wes didn't like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I've actually seen that at the movie theater. I
Do you
felt
like it?
really
I'm waiting.
cheated by the ending. Like, what the fuck?
Then we'll wait
I'm
till.
gonna wait for it to stream.
Yeah, ending made me feel like I wasted my time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt like I was cheated by that ending.
Do you know what's coming out? Another Saw movie.
What?
Oh, I heard
Oh
about
no!
that. I want to see.
What?
I'm like a soul addict.
Are you? But are you excited to see another one?
Yeah, I want to see.
Yes.
What number are they at? 17?
10.
Possibly.
Saw 10.
10. 10?
Or is it 9? I think it's either. No, it's 9. My bad. It's 9. It's Saw 9.
God.
Saw 9?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Saw
they
9
can
because
still.
the
They got
Saw
2 more to go.
franchise officially ended with Saw 7, and then Chris Rock did Saw 8. So it has to be Saw 9.
Yeah, I like Saw. It's just like I have to be in a certain mood to watch it where I prepared myself for like the most traumatic um things to happen.
Wait, you think things that happen in the Saw movies is the most traumatic? You sweet summer child.
Curly
I
can eat
Gosh,
and
well,
watch movies like that.
can't.
Yeah.
She's
True story.
True
it's hard to watch.
story.
It's really hard to watch. But I'm becoming more desensitized, and it's probably not a good thing. But I guess it's the growing up experience. I don't know.
What do
The
you
trash
think
stash.
about those? Oh, let me say.
Sorry, no, go ahead, Nye. You go first.
I was gonna ask her, what does she think about those paranormal activity movies? I don't like them. Or they're overhyped to me.
The
Look
first
at Curly's face.
Trash.
Everybody kept saying how scary it was, and I saw the first movie. I'm
Man,
like,
I was so mad when the trailer for the first movie was out, when they showed footage of people in the movie theater like freaking the fuck out. And I watched it thinking it was gonna be so scary. That shit was like,
trick, just like the Blair Witch,
right?
just like that,
So
just like
fucking
that.
overrated. They could keep that shit.
I did okay, the first one okay, because I was a little more naive back then when it came
Mhm.
out. But after that, I was done. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I know what it's really about. It's not that spooky anymore, you know. I think it really depends on like your state of mind. Like if you believe in a lot of different things at that time, you might be more scared. But like the first one was all right. If the rest of them I didn't care for.
I don't think I've even watched the other ones. I was so done after the first movie.
Now I would feel that way for sure. Like in this, like how I feel about those type of movies now, I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit, you know. I feel like
Yeah, that's the movie that made me not believe those previews where they show footage of people in movie theaters freaking the fuck out. Whenever I see that, I know the movie is not scary.
How
I
much
think
money they
Trash
pay
Dash,
them?
it's a new movie to Saw. I believe Josh Stolberg, he's been talking about it for quite a while on Twitter. I just heard recently that it's actually a thing. And he's saying it's gonna blow our socks off compared to Spiral.
Yeah, okay. Whenever they say that,
Mm.
it really don't. So that right there kind of put me on guard a little bit.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see.
it probably isn't as good as what they're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, when Spiral was coming out, they was talking about a new vision, that revolutionary vision in the franchise. I mean, I didn't hate Spiral. I thought it was okay. Although that voice that they did for the Jigsaw, oh, that voice threw me. The voice for the Jigsaw and those recordings. Let's play a game. Oh, that was terrible.
The acting was bad too.
The
Yeah.
voice
Chris
really
Rock
threw me.
doesn't work. That
The
doesn't work.
voice threw me.
Yeah, that my friend can do a really good impression of that voice, and when he's drunk, he'll do it around me, and he'll be like, "You want to play a game?" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like,
Yeah, you know. Hello, Joey. Let's play a game. That's how the voice in the new Saw movie sounded like. Terrible.
Hmm.
Terrence is saying they did that with Final Destination with the audience reactions on the TV spots as well.
They do that to so many movies. Like they did that to that movie Countdown about that app that you download on your phone that tells you how much longer you have to live, and they did that to that movie too. That movie was not scary, man. Like it was okay, but it was not scary. But they showed the footage of the people in the movie theater like freaking the fuck out. Like, oh my God, I can't look. Oh my God, shut up.
You know,
How much money did they give them? Because I
But
do the same thing.
yeah. I feel like Final Destination was the start of my anxiety.
Yes, man, that movie. My God,
Wes, you're in
I've had
shit for
some
that.
Final Destination moments.
Yeah,
I've had some.
anxiety.
Wes ain't shit for his comment. I love it.
Upstairs. One time I was standing under a tree. This was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was standing under a tree for like 5 minutes. I was looking at my phone. I was outdoors. As soon as I went in, a big branch fell down. I'm serious. I was like, oh
Damn.
my God, right where I was standing. I was like, oh my God, that was a
Shit.
Final Destination moment.
You better look over your shoulder because, like, the death is coming after you. You escaped once. It's not gonna let you escape again.
Girlie, stop it.
It's coming.
No, it's honestly terrifying in the sense of like if you've seen the first one on TikTok, I saw where this guy like had something go through the passenger side windshield, and luckily nobody was in there. But he's like, it's a Final Destination moment, and I was like, oh my God, like that movie is just following me into adulthood. I am so scared of that.
Yeah. But have you been on the road where you see those 18-wheelers carrying those logs? You see how the cars move away from it? I know a lot of people have seen Final Destination. Like, no cars are behind it.
I bet stuck there to stay behind one of those things, I will go around. I'm like, this is not my movie.
Wait, which
Oh,
Final
man.
Destination was it? Was somebody was like in a pool and there was like a suction tube under the pool and they pulled them towards it and they sat down on it. So I guess it sucked out their guts through their ass or something.
What? I don't know. I can't remember.
Which
I
one
remember
was
that,
it?
though.
I remember it was one of them. I forgot which one was it. It was one of the later sequels, I guess.
Oh,
I,
man.
I was like, damn, that looks painful.
I didn't watch that.
I hate King Gore.
Hey, King Gore. Thank you.
Hi.
Oh.
You guys are crazy.
That's a visual in my mind tonight.
Yep, imagine that. Your guts getting sucked down through a suction tube in a pool.
So,
Oh.
Final
Don't
digestion.
digest it.
I don't,
That's about right.
oh, that was a good one. Wow.
So
A
crazy.
lady got killed by a rock. Was it a rock? What found that day. Somebody was mowing the lawn and a rock. They mowed over a rock and it hit her in the head. That made me scared of being outside with a lawnmower. Yeah, what? Which part was that? But that freaked me out. I was like, I don't want to be around lawnmowers anymore.
I'm
Uh,
trying to think.
Oh.
That sounds so fucking familiar. I'm trying to think which one was it.
it's probably like a later one. I don't think it's the 1st one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to stop watching them because my anxiety just became at an all-time high everywhere I went. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, there's the crows. They're flying by. Holy shit. What's happening?
Oh.
How many
The
are
first
there?
one.
How many movies are there in this series?
They at least 6?
something like that.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
yeah.
But
It's one of those franchises that they just said, let's just run this motherfucker into the ground.
the
Yeah,
first
it's
one was just so creepy, and it's
Yeah.
just really disturbing. And but the others are kind of
Honestly, I won't be
comical.
surprised. I
Like
won't be
you laugh
surprised if
at
they
them.
make another one now. It's like one of those franchises that they just keep on making.
like Sharknado or something.
Yeah.
Let's make it special this time. Yeah.
mm,
Mm.
that first movie about that was his name Todd in the first Final Destination, where he died in the bathtub. That was so freaky.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. He slipped. What did he
Mr.
slip
Dan
on?
said, how about the artificial leg getting stuck in the girl's hair in the elevator? Which one was that?
I remember that. That's a very vivid scene for me. And I don't
Why
like it.
can't I remember that one?
Artificial leg.
I don't like
Mm.
elevators anymore because of it.
Hey, Dad, we have to go back and watch all the Final Destination movies. I feel
Yeah,
like
binge
doing that.
watch them
Just do a
shit.
marathon. Yeah.
Binge watch them.
Oh my gosh.
Trash Chef says that happened in real life during Maximum Overdrive. A rock flew out of the lawnmower and hit the cameraman in the eye and blinded him.
Mm. Sounds painful.
Well, I'm glad he's still living though.
Oh.
Darn. King Gore says, what disaster should a new Final Destination tackle? Like for
Mm.
the opening premonition.
Everybody died from COVID.
Oh.
God.
Or monkeypox, so one of them new pandemics.
Monkeypox, yeah.
Everybody's just like,
Oh my
Except for 5 people.
yeah. They got a dream and they were like, yo, don't go in that place, everybody infected over there. So they like didn't go.
Oh my
Oh.
Oh, I hate
Oh.
barbed wire. Oh my
Oh,
god.
and Final Destination too.
Oh my gosh, that looks so painful.
Mm.
Yeah. Have y'all ever seen Wrong Turn?
Yes.
Yeah, all of them. That's yet another franchise that they just said, let's run this motherfucker into the ground.
They redid it. Wrong. I did not like that. I did not like the.
No, the reboot was just like kind of weird. It was like a totally different movie.
Yeah, it was nothing like the regular franchises. Like, what? This is different. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have called it the Wrong Turn movies. Like if they would have named it something else, it would have been decent. But because they called it the Wrong Turn and everybody associated it with that, it's like a totally different movie. Everybody hated it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. It's a comical thing to watch. Like I watch it for the laughs mostly because it's so bizarre. But yeah, like it's a little out there.
Yeah, they made a mistake. It should have never been called the Wrong Turn, like at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, I remember that.
The
The
Oh yeah, I
sunshine
remember
thing.
that too. Yeah. That made me laugh, honestly. But J-Lo gets naked. No, I think you got the wrong. Yeah, I think you
What?
got the wrong turn there.
What?
That sounds like a different type of wrong turn on the internet.
Yeah, you got your wrong turns mixed up.
Oh, oh man.
I don't think J-Lo those movies.
U-turn. I've seen that movie,
U-turn,
U-turn.
right? U-turn. That's the one where J-Lo gets naked. There you go. There you go.
U-turn. Okay.
That's J-Lo, Sean Penn, and whoever else was in it.
Is there
Yeah.
Ron Perlman in there? Ron Perlman was
I
in there, I
don't
think.
remember. I know J-Lo and Sean Bean was in it for sure. Not Sean
Yeah.
Bean. Oh, fuck. What's his name? Sean
What?
Penn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. This is John Penn.
Yeah. Sean Penn and J-Lo.
Yeah.
Wrong
Eh,
turn.
Yeah. U-turn. Got your turn straight.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
Get your turn straight. Oh, somebody in the comments
Ooh.
said that was Anaconda. The trash stash said that was Anaconda. Did she get naked in the Anaconda?
No, I don't think so. But it was a good movie. Like at the time, it was good. I
Oh, I
like.
died when the snake winked at people. When they
Yeah.
spit out John Boyd and it winked at them.
I was a kid when I watched that, so for me, it was terrifying. But now as an adult, it's just one of those movies I go back to, just nostalgia.
Yeah, I remember being scared to watch it as a kid. I was like, oh my God, it's probably going to be so scary. But then I watched it and I was like,
That cartoon snake.
yeah, that fake ass rubber snake. And I remember watching like an interview with J-Lo and like the cast of the movie, and Jennifer Lopez was saying like, "Oh my God, this snake looks so realistic. We thought like it's real, it's real." I'm like, stop lying, bitch.
Wow.
You ain't never
Oh.
thought that shit was real.
Oh. Oh.
That damn snake.
Oh. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Man, my mouth hurts laughing so much.
Let me look at the comments. I don't know where Karen is, so let me look at the comments on my phone. So Darren says, oh no, wait. I am the Ice Lord says, that's the next wrong turn. Wrong turn 6. Deep fake starring J-Lo.
That would be interesting for sure.
I would watch it. They need to
Yeah,
produce that shit.
yeah, for
And
sure.
Terrence said, I honestly don't know why I know that. Never seen it. Just know it was Oliver Stone that directed it. Yes, Terrence, that was indeed Oliver Stone. Terrence asked, do snakes wink? Yes, they do, Terrence, when they swallow John White. They sure do wink then. That fake that fake South American accent he was doing is what made the snake wink. Um And then the trash stash said the snake bit her clothes off. So apparently there you have it, folks. The snake bit off J-Lo's clothes.
Oh.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, those comments are wild over there.
I mean, I'm here for they're entertaining.
For
Mm,
sure.
mm. Oh.
John Voight was the pink to make the snakes wink. There you go, Taryn.
What? Mm.
John Voight has the pink to make the snakes wink. And I don't even know what that means, but it speaks to me anyway. It's funny.
Oh goodness.
Oh God. I mean, Anaconda is an iconic movie. Y'all can front. Y'all can sit here in front that it's not.
Mm.
It's like one of those so bad that it's good movies. You gotta love it for that.
Yeah, for sure. I think we lost Karen.
I think
I
we
guess.
did too. What happened to Karen? Did Anaconda eat her? Karen.
Mm.
Karen.
Oh my gosh, it
Yeah, we
feels
lost
like
her.
what this feels like? It feels like Unfriended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, for sure. She's what's that chick name? She's Laura Palmer. And God damn it, when me and BQ talked about us all doing a live stream and reenacting Unfriended, I was supposed to be Laura Palmer. God damn it.
Oh my goodness, that was
Oh,
Karen, you're
Palmer.
stealing my role. I'm supposed to come in and they kill everybody. That's me.
my god.
Oh. Mm, mm.
Damn,
Wow.
Terrence says it's 4:33 where he's at. Damn, Terrence, you really are a vampire.
Yeah,
Wow.
Then
yeah.
let's see. The Trash
Oh
Stash
my.
says in part two, the snake comes to her concert. She's singing Jenny from the Block and it jumps out of the crowd at her. I can dig it. They need to make that.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm for it.
Me too. So the Ice Lord says it's almost sunrise. Count Terrence. Yeah, Count Dracula Terrence. It's almost sunrise. Basic
Yeah.
Autumn Wind Queen says you will be Laura. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I better be. That's my
Mm.
role. Karen ain't about to steal that from me. I am Laura Palmer. Oh
Oh,
shit,
there
Karen
she
is in the
is.
comments. She says, "My hey guys, my sound went out in the stream." Oh shit.
Mm. Oh
That happens to
wow.
me like all the time. Can you get back to the stream? So you should be
Mm.
able to. That happens to me all the time. I have to leave and come back when it happens. Just try to leave and come back with something, but that will probably restart the whole stream because you're the one
Mm.
hosting it. I can hear,
Oh.
but I can't get back in. What the fuck?
Oh no.
What are
Well.
you doing, StreamYard? Did StreamYard seriously kicked out the host?
Ugh.
Oh my god.
How can StreamYard do that? That's fuck. That gotta be a ghost.
Maybe.
Well.
There's a ghost in there. You keep
Mm.
on knocking, but you
Oh.
can't come in, Wes says, but here
There
she
she
is.
is. Nancy. Nancy Hall.
Damn, Karen, how StreamYard kick you off? That's so fucked up.
Mm.
It
Can't hear.
is.
Oh, she can't hear us, I think.
Ah.
What the fuck?
Mm.
There's a
What?
ghost here for sure.
If
Mm.
maybe one follows me, who knows?
Who brought the ghost with them? Own up to it.
Oh.
Ice Lord says, I wish I could slip you a key back into the stream, Karen. Well, she got back in, but she still can't hear us. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Does it
Damn.
normally do this?
It's never done that to her before. It
Maybe.
happened to me a couple of times. Like when I was on
Mm.
stream, sometimes I would lose the sound and I would have to
Mm.
leave and come back. But I've never seen that happen to the host of the stream. That's wild.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, Cease just says, I tried to go out and back in, but no sound. What the fuck?
Mm.
Trash Star says it's the anaconda in her computer. It must be, because that ain't normal.
I
She's the host. It shouldn't happen to her, of all people. She says it's okay, guys. You just keep talking. I'll choose it when you guys are ready. Oh, I mean, I'll close it when you guys are ready. Okay.
Alright. Uh.
oh
That's insane. Oh, there she goes again. Maybe she'll hear us now. Can you hear us? I don't think she can hear us. No.
Oh.
What the fuck? That's
Well.
unusual for StreamYard to do. Ice Lord says, yeah, for sure. Karen, your place is haunted. Whenever you hear this, get out of the house.
gosh. This
Oh.
yeah, it feels like Unfriended. I'm telling you,
Mm.
we're in a movie now. We've been talking about them too much.
Mm.
Eh,
Yeah.
somebody here got a ghost with them.
Yeah.
Probably Karen
Oh.
since they kicked her out.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Okay.
Okay, Dan Griffin says, okay, I'm out of here, trying to figure out if I'm gonna do Insomnia Ramble stream tonight. If you're still up at
Oh,
2 a.m., look me up. So,
that's that
whoever's up
crazy
at 2
live
a.m., look
stream.
him up.
All right.
Yeah, that crazy live stream of his. I've I've listened to it sometimes.
Damn, I always sleep during 2 a.m., so I've never seen it. But it sounds like fun.
uh,
I might try to stay up until 2 a.m. tonight to see that.
yeah. Mhm. So, what I was gonna ask Joy. Oh, Joy, what do you think about Well, it's the most famous true crime story, the Black Dahlia case.
Mm.
Oh,
I
um,
did something terrible. I looked up the photos online 5 years ago, and I wish I hadn't done it.
Oh, you
I
remember my
really,
Dahlia? Remember my Black Dahlia doll?
oh god.
Yeah, I have a Black Dahlia doll.
I
Ah,
it's
I
such a
looked up. I saw the pictures. I wish I
Yeah, I
didn't do
looked it up
that.
too. Those are pretty scary. Oh, yeah.
they're
Like a
horrible.
human being did that to another human. Like a human being did that.
Yep.
Yes, and they said like that the cuts were so precise that it was likely a doctor, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I believe that theory. Yeah.
Most
Oh
likely because
god.
it takes a doctor to sew another human being in half like that. They say it was done very professionally.
Yeah, and they always
Mm.
I don't know where she was really last seen. They say, "Oh, it was at this hotel, this hotel." Some people say it's a Cecil Hotel. I'm like, you know what? Just because it's a spooky place doesn't mean it happened there. But
Mhm.
it's very interesting story and very sad. I imagine it was probably somebody she knew. Mm,
Mm.
Yeah, I always thought that too. It had to be somebody she knew to like lure her over there.
yeah, like that or being drugged and I don't know. I think it's a horrible story. But yeah, the picture
Yeah. But it's a fascinating story though. I've always been fascinated by the Black Dahlia case.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
definitely fascinating. Um I really wish like we had concrete proof of what actually like what happened, but they say he's probably dead, so we probably won't ever get it.
Mm.
All right,
Well, cursing
Terrence
his
says
spirit got away with
Hollywood
it.
seems like a creepy place. What's your opinion on devil worshippers in Hollywood? That's a good question.
Oh, um, I've lived in Hollywood. I have some friends in Hollywood. I would say it depends on the people you know. I've never come across any devil worshippers or anything, but I'm sure there are those types of people like any other types of people. Um, I would say I'm more afraid of like the people who are like incredibly rich and a lot of them that live in Malibu. I would say those were the scarier type of people because they with money you have power and there's a lot of things they can get away with. I would say probably
Right.
Mhm.
more scary.
So you never came across of people like those people in the movie Starry Eyes when they had like a whole cult. You ever seen that one? It's about
Mhm.
an inspiring actress trying to make it in Hollywood, and there's like a whole cult of like demon worshipping people or something.
Starry eyes.
Starry
Mm.
Eyes. Okay, the trash stash said some of the devil worshippers make some good movies. Right.
Mm.
I mean, I know there's a lot of conspiracies, for sure. I've never like there's some weird people, like there's certain actors, like one actor specifically that gives me some culty vibes.
A lot of actors give me culty vibes for sure.
Yeah. And like, would they do something weird? Do I think yes? But I think a lot of people that aren't in Hollywood or don't know anyone in Hollywood feel so far removed that there's a lot of conspiracies that they're much more different than they are. You know what I mean?
Right. So I am the Ice Lord says, personally, I think the devil worshippers in Cali are mostly using it for sex. But I know no one gives a fuck what I think. I mean, yeah, we give a fuck what you think, and there is weird sex cults everywhere, so I'm sure. The
Yeah.
Trash Stash says, like Rob Zombie, for example, he's got a family movie coming out, The Monsters. Yo, Rob Zombie, something wrong with him. He keep casting that terrible, no talent wife of his in all of his movies. Something for sure is wrong there.
Like, what's that guy on 30 Seconds to Mars? Like, who's that actor?
Jared Leto.
Yes, he is weird to me.
Mm,
He
Yeah.
is
I
very,
like him, but he is kind of weird. Didn't he say he was in some cult?
yeah. He's the one that gives me like the
Mm-mm.
strange vibes, and I've heard some interesting stories, rumors, allegedly
Mm.
about him doing weird parties and like
Yeah, I've heard that.
Uh,
He's
yeah,
definitely weird.
yeah.
Which is a shame, because he is cute, but he's
he's a good
weird.
actor.
And he is a good actor. Yeah, that's all. That's all. And he is weird.
Well, sometimes, a little crazy is good for acting.
Oh,
Mm,
it's great for
yeah.
acting. You
Yeah,
gotta pull that out from somewhere.
exactly. So I always wonder about those.
Some of the best actors are probably the weirdest and the craziest and the creepiest people in real life.
For
Mhm.
sure, for sure.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes you can be really creepy and crazy and still be a terrible actor. Tom Cruise.
Oh my
Oh God, Tom Cruise. Mm-mm.
God, Tom Cruise haters.
It's just something strange about him. I don't
Hey,
like.
listen,
Just
there's something
something.
strange about him, alright? And he's a terrible actor. I'm sorry.
I think Scientology for sure, I would
That's
say.
a, to sum up
That's
Every Tom Cruise movie, he be in there like this. He be in there like running and doing the running man.
I there's some museums in LA that are um by Scientology, and like the Death Museum that they have there. And I was gonna go there until I found out it was by the Scientologists, and I was like,
uh,
uh, I was like, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I know what
there
uh,
the whole Scientology thing creeps me out. Okay, so let's look at the comments. Since Karen is not here, I guess I'm reading all the comments.
uh,
I am the Ice Lord says there is a big difference between the LaVey Satanists and the ones who are homicidal maniacs who want to end the world. Just an opinion. Who are the LaVey scientists, by the way?
LaVey Satanist.
His friend says it's
What?
spelled Lavey. What is that? Oh, thank you, Karen. Karen says I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Karen. But what are those scientists?
I have no idea.
I never heard of
Me
it.
neither.
LaVey Scientist.
Me neither. LaVey Satanists.
I'll
Who are those?
Google though.
Satanist.
I'll
Yeah.
Google
Did
later.
I say? Why did I say scientist? Did y'all hear that? I said
I heard that.
scientist.
Maybe the way I pronounced it.
What's wrong with me?
But yeah, I don't know what those are. Oh, okay, Terrence, wait, Terrence got an answer for us because Terrence knows everything. Hold up.
Oh, good.
Terrence says the Levian Satanism is a oh fuck, I don't pronounce that word. Non-theistic religion founded in 1966 by the American occultist and author Anton Saz fuck LaVey. Y'all know I don't know to pronounce names. Let's see if y'all can read it from
Dandor.
here. No, you can't. Too much
And
exposure. But yeah,
Anton
it's a whole thing
Dandor
apparently.
LaVey. Mm.
Founded in 1966 by Anton LaVey, American occultist and author. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Terrence
Mm.
says that that guy is kind of a joke. So
Huh.
I guess
Okay.
that explains why we didn't hear about him.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ah, ah,
Hmm.
mm.
Interesting. I'm gonna look it up when I get off this live stream because it does sound interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always willing to listen to like new stuff that I haven't heard of before. So thanks for that.
Mm,
Interesting info right there.
mm. What? That's pretty cool. The
What
trash trash
happened?
says the trash trash says I want to see a Hellraiser movie where it's Pinhead versus the Scientologist.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's yeah.
I want to see that too. Shit.
Mm, now that's
Pinhead would
something
demolish
original.
them. Karen says, I leave for 2 minutes and you guys are talking about cults and Satanism. That's what happens.
I mean, yeah, they're interesting for sure.
The trash stash says, Pinhead says, no, Pinhead rips Tom Cruise apart. Hell yeah, I would actually pay to see that. And
Yes.
Terrence
What?
says, Sammy Davis Jr. was a Satanist, apparently. That really
He
would be
was?
Mission Impossible.
What?
Okay, okay.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
I don't think Pinhead ripping Tom Cruise would be Mission Impossible, Terrence. I think Pinhead can manage that.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go, Pinhead. Rip Tom Cruise a new one.
Oh,
Yeah, Tom Cruise is short. Well, for a guy.
Isn't he like 5'7" or something?
Something
yeah.
like that. 5'7",
That's almost my height.
Well,
5'8".
still taller than me, so
I'm 5'5". He is still taller than me, but he is pretty short for a guy.
Mhm.
I'm
How
5'2".
tall?
So
You're
anything,
taller than me. Everybody's taller than me.
Aw.
I'm 4'11".
well, that's a cute size. I like 4'11". It's Snooky, I think. Snooky's that height, I believe. I think
I think
it's
she's
Mm.
like 4'9", isn't she? I don't know.
yeah, I think
Snooki.
she's shorter than that, yeah.
But
Mm.
anyway, for a female, it's okay to be short. For a guy, not so much.
Yeah.
Don't mean to reinforce gender stereotypes here, but it is just what it is. For a female, it's okay. For a guy, not so much.
Oh, oh, God.
So, I am the Ice Lord says, supposedly he was a changed man on his deathbed. Said something like he was wrong. Could be just a legend. Who are you talking about? Probably
Is he
Sammy
talking?
Davis Jr. because Terrence
Yeah.
made a comment about him before that. And then Karen says, my mom was 5'9". You're cute. See, you're almost Karen's mom's height, so it is cute. Then I'm an Ice Lord says, I would rather join up with the Satanists than the Scientologists, to be honest. I second that. Um,
I agree.
yeah, I mean, Satanists sound like they at least have some fun. Scientologists just sound like they have a bunch of rules and shit, and they take all your money.
They take your money and they make you go through this like weird thing apparently where they just make you believe crazy things about yourself.
Right. They are a true definition of a cult. Because they will just like take all your money and for like bullshit and
Yeah, I'm very
Mhm.
familiar with those type of situations more than I would like to be.
Mhm.
Okay, clarification from Wes here. He says, I know Sammy was a Satanist. I was talking about LaVey. So whoever LaVey was, the comment that Terrence made before about he was a changed man on his deathbed and something like he was wrong could be a legend. He was talking about that LaVey guy that Terrence mentioned that had founded the LaVey Satanism religion. There you go.
Mm,
Now we got all of the
okay.
facts straight.
Mm,
Good to know.
Yeah, always good to know.
well,
Well, on that note, we've been on for 2 hours. How do you guys feel? Should we wrap this up?
probably so. I gotta get up early in the morning. Joey,
Yeah,
you
and we lost
alright?
Karen. We lost our
Uh,
host.
Well, thank you all for having me here.
Thanks for
I
stopping
invited
by. It was
Joey.
fun.
Yeah.
I invited Joey and I want full credit.
Oh, there you go. Full credit you shall have. Everybody be aware. Nye invited Joy. Hey, oh, hail night.
Woo!
All right, Karen, I guess you can unplug us now. Good night, guys.
Night. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
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 Oh,
Eh.
shoot. We're gone. Where's Karen?